It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mroz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's the E-Commerce Minute for March 20th, 2018.
In today's episode, America has a drug shopping problem.
All right, Bart, go there. Go dry out over there. If you've ever had one too many glasses of wine and then discovered mysterious packages at your door a few days later, you're not alone. According to a report by Finder.com, Americans who drink alcohol regularly admit to purchasing while under the influence. An estimated 68 million people drawn from their study of 2,000 American adults. Americans spend an average of $448 per person in drunk purchases in 2017, nearly double the number from 2016. Those drunken $448 shopping sprees amount to an estimated $30.43 billion in the last year. And men are the biggest drunk shoppers. They're responsible for more drunk spending than women, 564 compared to 282. Gen Xers spent the most on drunk purchases, averaging $738 last year in 2017. That's more than triple the amount that millennials spent, which was $206. The married spend twice as much on spontaneous drunk purchases than their divorced counterparts, with an average of $327.62 spent in total, compared to a divorcee's $147.71. However, singletons are most likely to make a purchase while drunk. 55.78% of single people admitted to making a purchase while under the influence, compared to only 43.63% of married drinkers. And what are we buying with a buzz on? Everything from clothing to gambling, the study found. About 61% of shoppers say they drunkenly spend on food. The most common purchases are shoes and clothes, and then gambling. Retailers are honing in on this trend by offering more sales after 9 p.m.
Yeah, drunk shopping, man. That's a thing.
It's a thing. It's funny. I see a lot of people post that on Facebook. It's like, I can't believe I ordered these boots last night.
My friends decide to always they actually decide where to go, and they buy their vacations for Thanksgiving while drunk.
Oh, that's dangerous.
That's pretty much always. That's how
dangerous.
they choose locations.
They're beautiful vacations that they probably regret spending more than double of what they budgeted.
No, they're usually fine, but
no, I know they're probably fine.
It usually happens drunk, which is amazing in itself. Yeah, I mean, good kudos on retailers knowing that trend. I don't know.
That's funny. It's like, I just want to know, did they go by this study to decide to run these sales, or is there, I'd love to know what kind of data that they use to determine that, yes, after 9 p.m. people are drunk, or is it just like, duh?
Or somebody literally went, duh.
Listen, let's put a sale on Friday night after 9 o'clock because, they're home from the bar and
whoever noticed it, they actually do it, and they,
there's more typos in the order.
Why did it come to Joe? What?
On an average week, men spend an estimated 44 on alcohol, much higher than the average $26.77 women spend on drinking. That's an extra $904 that men spend on booze than women in a year. I think that's a typo. $44 in a week? Isn't that per day?
No, that's right.
I know guys in this neighborhood that can triple that amount.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it depends where you are, too, right? So they take the average of it. That makes kind of, I guess that's like a day. It's a good shift.
Yeah, shift, right?
Shift.
So what? All right. So what Finder is recommending, because I don't even know why they put this study out, but I guess they're trying to help people with their impulses. Finder.com is recommending an Icebox Chrome plugin. It helps you put purchases on ice for a spell. So basically, if you say, I feel that I'm doing something compulsively here, the plugin will go, that's great. We're going to save this for a predetermined amount of time until you either come to your senses or you realize that you really don't want this or you really do want this,
Right.
which is good. That's like the old, they call it on ice, because what they used to say to people who had compulsive spending problems is you should take your credit card and put it in water, in a container of water, and put it in your freezer. That way, if you really, really needed it, you would have to defrost it.
That is just
That's
terrible.
pretty extreme.
That's
And then there's other things that you could use for self-control, because there's people that have problems with Facebook and social media and all that stuff. So you have the Stay Focused Chrome extension, the self-control app, what I've seen before, or you can just block your favorite online shopping sites. We'll add all these in the show notes as our public service, our feel-good mission for the day.
Fulgo Pupper Silver's announcement. Okay.
Right, the more you know. All right, anything else?
Shop junk, purchase sober.
That's very good. All right, that's your e-commerce minute. Pearls of wisdom from Bart Mraz. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.